This is why a lot of indigenous people are moving away from the revitalization lens when it comes to our languages and are moving towards the reclamation lens. The most important thing in revitalization is the revitalization of our language, this flower, right? But what gets neglected is the soil, is the garden. We're so concerned with the language that it does not matter who gets the money or the resources. It does not matter who gets the time, whether it's community members or not. It does not matter who's speaking the language as long as it's being spoken. Community members, people in Europe, it just doesn't matter. The opportunities, whoever, right? Opportunities in tech, illustration, graphic design, anything. Revitalization oftentimes neglects the most fundamental question of why we need to revitalize our languages in the first place. Settler colonialism, settler colonial violence. Our people were killed. Our people were removed from their lands. Our ways were banned, our spirituality. We were put in English immersion schools. Our people were punished for speaking the languages. And now in our communities, we experience high rates of poverty due to this settler colonialism. So when the focus is on just the language, none of these things matter as long as the language is getting spoken. The money, the time, the people, the opportunities, it could all this stuff could be given to non-community members, non-Lakota Dakota members. And it's just kind of a replay of this settler colonial violence. And then this language gets turned into a commodity, and it could be extracted from the very people who it belongs to. So this soil is not tended to. The garden is not tended. The reclamation lens is different in that the soil is the most important thing. If we tend to this soil, if we focus on this soil and the garden, then the language will flourish from that soil. If you make sure the Lakota Dakota people get the time with the language, that they get the resources, receive the resources, the funds or whatever, and get the opportunities, programming, tech, and all of the opportunities that come around the language, right? Because we experience high amounts of poverty due to settler colonial violence. Then if we tend to this will flourish. Who gets the funds? Who gets the grants? Who gets the time? Right? And this isn't just collegiate time at college institutions, right? This is time from when they're 0 to elementary to high school, middle school. Who's speaking the language? Who gets to spend time with the language? Is it those who have the privileges? Is it those who have the resources? These are our rights. Our language is our rights. It needs to be the community. Everybody in the community. Who gets the opportunities? If we experience high rates of poverty, why aren't our people in our communities getting these opportunities first? Illustration, programming, graphic design, anything. So reclamation is reclaiming the language, but it's also reclaiming the opportunities for the community, for the people. It's reclaiming the time that our people can spend with all of these things. It's reclaiming the resources and the funds meant for our communities. If we tend to this soil and the garden, like I said, our language will flourish.